Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team. We're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Nittany Lions will get us started with the opening kickoff. Coming out with it, it's Price. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to pass, it's Carr. Rushes on him. Hit hard just as he releases. It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Defense playing a bail technique. Singleton. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. Had to throw it before he wanted.
That really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Across the 45. Off to the races to the right. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he caps things off with a scintillating 68-yard scoring run. He'll bring it out. It's Price. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. He'll toss it. Fights off the defender. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. Notre Dame right back to the line.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's the slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
He is going to have nightmares about that one. A big gainer right there for the taking, and he missed it.
Very few times can you get a guy that wide open in a game, and when you do, you have to capitalize on it. That QB knows it. Look at him. You could tell he knows he missed a huge opportunity. Not only could he tell, everyone in the stands could see that guy was absolutely wide open.
The Irish send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Paul finds his man on the left. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving for midfield. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. The hand to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He'll do it himself. There he goes. Oh, he's got some space. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Turning it on. Touchdown, Penn State. And once he found open space, the man might as well start playing. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays. Here he comes with the return.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. To the air, it's Carr. Here's the pressure. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Got it set up on the outside. It's a running room. He's loose. He's at the 40. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Sets up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Here's a heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The play action fake. Flushed out of the pocket. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like we just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
I love fullbacks. They do such a good job. They're so unselfish, and I love when you throw them a bone near the goal line. Everybody knows it's coming. All the beef in the game. Give him the football. He does the rest. Reward the big fella for all his hard work.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Leaves it with the running back.
And that will be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down next.
Oh, he's getting ahead of Steve. It's a seam wide open. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Back to pass, it's Carr. Under fire. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The option look. Quick toss. Runs through a tackle. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score. But, man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass on 2nd down. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the boat. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Man, did you see the D tackle just slice through the offensive line? That's how you get penetration. That's how you dial up the tackle for points.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Carr. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And the ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Everything broke down. The quarterback tried to bail them out, but he ended up making things worse when he fumbled.
Yeah, I like the quarterback and his athleticism, extending the play and at least giving himself a chance, but you got to finish. You still have to do a good job taking care of the football. That's priority number 1. He wasn't able to do that.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Singleton. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to throw, it's Carr. Slings it downfield. It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive.
Got it in stride inside the 20. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And this one is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Back to throw, it's Carr. Into the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. And the Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Price. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Quarterback on the keeper. And the ball's free in the backfield. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to find another play.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. It doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Fires deep on the run. Pulls it in down the sideline. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Suddenly, after that last big play, they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the 44. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the 3rd quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
Notre Dame right back to the line. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Catch in the middle. It's Bob. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down. It'll bring up a big decision. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Since the beginning of time, Penn State has been known for running the football. Normally, it's a conservative style handing off, but when you can run like that at the quarterback position, you've got to be able to use the option to your advantage, and they're able to do that now. It keeps the defense on their heels. This guy makes good decisions when he's deciding to keep the football and get upfield.
The Nittany Lions have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Trying play action. Grab near the marker. It's Pena. There it got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State. And the punishment has been extended.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the extra point was good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Price. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To the air, it's Carr. Quarterback on the move, still looking. It's complete to the right. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Outside the pocket, lets it go. A strike downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
You want to know why this team is losing? Look no further than this statistic, guys. Their best receiver doesn't have a catch yet.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He's brought down a short return, but the defense comes out on top of the pick.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football.
On the ground, it's Allen. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Quickly complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Notre Dame lines up quickly. To the air on second down. That's caught. It's low. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
The guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They'll move the tight end. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Bob. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down. A lot of urgency for this offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. They'll run play action. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. To the ground with the back. Got the first down and more. Oh, a lot of space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Irish!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Looking to throw, it's Carr. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And that was a scintillating way to finish that one, a 44-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He'll try to take it back. Smashes ahead. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Notre Dame! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll try the left side. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now. They're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Slithers into space. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. The Nittany Lions come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. Wide open spaces. Ernie on the Jets. Inside. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And they add 6 more for that trip to the house.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Carr. He's going up top here late in the game. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Off play action. Finds his man, it's locked. Smacks him with the stiff arm. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Got his man. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game. But the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Unleashes it on the run. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And here they come almost all the way back.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And he made the extra point without problem. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And
there he goes! And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. The Nittany Lions just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll give it to him again. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think
stress, pressure, expectation, and finding out what you're made of. All of those things come into play when you have a top 5 showdown at this point in the season. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 3rd-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Graham. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Looking for space, it's Peoples. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Quarterback adapting. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your run.
Gonna take a shot. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who you trust the most.
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, Dave, and gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Price. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. And he dropped it. Just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
In football, you get the term quick, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Now the pitch. just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Hang on, Swoopy, the Buckeye crowd alive on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football.
Hauls it in. Powers. Oh, he's got some space. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Dropping back, it's Carr. Quick strike complete. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
Great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish!
First and goal. You know what's coming. They know what's coming. Can you stop it? And you can't. Pound the football straight ahead. Get in for 6. Nice job by the big fella.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Going right to work up top. Makes the grab. It's Peoples. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Got it in the middle. It's Smith. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking for room. It's Peoples. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats.
Unloads it downfield. Makes the catch at the 20. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, after getting stuffed on that run, you now have got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air, it's Carr. Rifles it down the middle. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top. Buys a little extra time. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another down.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Unleashes one. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Peoples. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Buckeyes will hustle to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Man, he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. Man, when I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air, but now, nice job dropping back, trying to force the ball down the field, but does a really smart thing. Just kind of tucks it, takes off, and gets the 1st down. This guy's showing you a little bit of everything today.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Going for the big play. He's got it inside the 25. Big gain on that one as he stepped out of bounds with a 1st down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays like this.
Got some room in under the goal line. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll go right back to it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half then. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. On the run, it's Love. Still on his feet. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Nice move there. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He leaves him with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Took a shot as he threw.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Going over the top. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. To throw, it's Carr. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
From the gun, give on the inside. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. I don't know if this is the time for this type of risk. Offense going for it inside its own 40. Tries to get it on the ground. Turning it on. Lots of running room. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Notre Dame right back to the line.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field, making the nice tackle.
Get it out on the screen. He's loose. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. You can hand it to him. You can throw throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a 1st down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They'll run the toss. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Got his man quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Makes the catch. Brought down right at the 10, and this defense keeps him away from the 1st down line, but will they go for it on 4th down?
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
I often say the best offenses in college football are the ones that can run the football down in the red zone, but it's not just conventional runs. It's getting the reverse going as well. Why not get one of your best playmakers the football here in the green area and let him go? Nice job getting the pitch, using his speed, scoring a touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. On the run, it's Peoples. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Just a short pass to the tight end. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on 1st down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, the ball's barely touched the ground every time this guy's been dropping back so far in this game. That's one of the rare misses we've seen from him so far.
Caught over the middle. It's Tate. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Buckeyes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw again. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Great place to start for this offense. He leaves it with his back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really down.
Got it! Touchdown, Fighting Irish! They move on top here in the fourth.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing. Good decision by the quarterback getting it out quick.
On the run from inside his own 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Fires to the right. And it's caught.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Looking to take a shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Corner's going to give them room. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's moving out of the pocket. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small. But the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. With that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Toss sweep to the right. Got a little space. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll try the run. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Good timing on the quick out. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Lost to fire on 2nd down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Grab behind the line. It's Love. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. For it on 3rd and short. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Steps away. just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And I like it. Very smart defense. Understanding the clock. Understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep. Breaking on the football. Making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. The Buckeyes enter the final minute of play trying to run out the clock. Got the first down and more. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
And man, is it nice just to have this guy right here. Like, give him the football, and they're going to give it to him early, and they're going to give it to him often. And a lot of times we see, man, late in the games, just like right here, he makes those big plays, wears down the defenses, and he is a handful.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time.
It's a seam wide open. There he goes. He's brought down the one of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Buckeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Gives him the big stiff arm. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Setting up the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that. Every time you go into the booth, I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 3rd-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. Coming out with it, it's Graham. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Quarterback moving. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Sure hands, it's Peoples. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Gonna take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got 2 guys on him.
He wants to throw it again. That's caught. It's Smith. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. To the tight end. Can't get him to the ground. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short. Lets it fly deep downfield. Catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to buy time. Pulls it in. It's Peoples. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. To the air. It's Sayin. He lets one fly deep. He's got it on the right. Oh, a lot of space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. I mean, you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety. That's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
Looking for space. It's Love. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Find his tight end. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. From the gun, the running back has it. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Forced out of the pocket. He turns it loose to the left. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. The give on the inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, that linebacker timed that so well. I'm surprised the running back actually held onto the football after that big hit. They are so lucky. Wow.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to pass. It's Carr. That's caught. It's Love. He'll be stopped at the 32. Still ground to cover if they want to convert, and 4th down is coming.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, trying to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
The quick out.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Bulldozes his way through. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what...
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. The Irish generating heat from the linebacker position. A Mike Stonebreaker, Manti Te'o type play.
And when you can get linebackers that can get after the quarterback, that can be a force on first, second, and third down, get in the quarterback's face, make his life heck. Really nice job by the linebacker there.
And the Buckeyes need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Quick completion on the out. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. And now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn.
Wide open spaces. Smashes through the tackle. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Notre Dame. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air, it's Sayin. Fires to the big fella. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man, what a weapon in this offense. To have a tight end that you can throw the football to, not just over the middle, not just to move the sticks, but a guy like this that can absolutely blaze, like a Warren, like a Bowers we've seen over the years, that can make huge plays down the field after the catch.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The DBs will back off a bit. Second down, he'll throw it. He uncorks one deep. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be third down.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but...
Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback, good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Using his legs, it's live. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Finds the tight end. There he goes! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Off the play fake on first down. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass, it's Carr. This time on target. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Notre Dame lines up quickly. The give to the back. Past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Lost to throw on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, time running short in the half. They've got the screen set up. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on third and a mile. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Fires deep toward the end zone.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
They've already gone for it a couple of times on fourth down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a third. Quarterback may change this route. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
He's got it on the outside. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up, keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Wide receiver going in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Grab behind the line. It's locked. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Floating away. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking for a gap. It's Peoples. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. They think there's room to run to the right here. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get 1st downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the 2nd half if you're on defense.
Pressure coming. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just.
Touchdown Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going up top. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Strong, firm tackle. Notre Dame right back to the line. Back to throw, it's Carr. Fires it down the seam. He's got it along the sideline. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
On the run, still looking. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Peoples. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play.
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. And the Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically